But we're gonna make it more like a dip. So if you like chips, if you like bread, if you want to make it like a burrito or a taco, you can, because I don't add a ton of liquid, so I'm gonna say it's somewhat liquidy. But I'm gonna make a cheese sauce to pour in it. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and get this in. I think this is our 2-quart. It's not the biggest one. Does it say on the bottom? It doesn't. So this is our micro cooker. I like to put things in here on half or less power for a longer amount of time. Y'all, my hands are small. I know I suck at this. I don't want to make a mess, nor do I want to splash myself. So while I'm singing weird stuff, captions are auto-generated. I might be your weird friend. I could say weird things, but I don't generally say the super weird things that the captions say that I say. So I hope that you can tune in to see what it is that I really did say if it says something weird. Anyway, moving on. This smells divine. I'm going to try not to put too much in here because we're going to offset this with cheese sauce. So I do want to tell you, I just checked my fridge for pepper jack because I thought, oh, a little bit of spice will go with this fine. It'll be a really good cheese sauce, y'all. It was green. And I don't mean green specks. I swear pepper jack goes bad so fast. Anyhow, so we're gonna have a plain-ish cheese sauce, but I will say this soup has all the flavor. So it'll be okay to be a plain cheese sauce. Why haven't I thought? I can't even tell you. So I am gonna disappear from the camera view for a second. I say camera, y'all, it's a phone. We are recording on a phone recording. Streaming, whatever you wanna call it. And then we're going to come back and measure this out and get it going. We're going to be super fast. And I want to tell you about Tune In Tuesday. Be right back. I'm at the microwave across the kitchen, moving my bag of coffee out of the way. I'm going to go time cook 6 minutes at 40% power as I yell at you from across the kitchen. Stick my soup back in the Frigidaire. I'm back from my space. So, cheese sauce, award-winning. I'm just kidding. Oh, it's never been, ooh, sorry. It's never been entered into a competition, just FYI. Singles, like Great Value, or you could do Kraft if and you wanted. I weigh this because I'm weird like that. No, I really love having a scale for precision, especially if you are watching your macronutrients and eating a balanced diet, or as close to one as you can get. Of 6.63 ounces, which means I'm going to do about 3.5 of liquid so that I can actually kind of pour it. So you cannot make it thicker unless you add more cheese and do all the things. So I try to err on the lighter side of adding my milk. Yes, this is lactose-free milk. Most of the time I feel like it really is. Sometimes I'm like, this still kind of messes with me. Nobody wants to know what it causes. But I'm trying to be good kitties over here. So 6.63, half of that would be 3.25. I want it to be pourable, so I'm going to go 3.5-ish ounces by weight. I lied, 3.67 ounces by weight, so I can pour it. Now, all I'm going to do is put the lid on this and stick it on here and put sauce after. Since we didn't have pepper jack for our flavor, I'm going to do 3 onion because it's my favorite. What else did I have? I had something on my brain. Not French toast. No. I don't want smoke. I guess smoke good. It could be good in there, but I was looking for garlic. I know I got some garlic somewhere. Oh, we got more 3 onion. I think that one's actually open. Sweet basil is so good for pizzas. This is what I got. I got black garlic. I guess I ran out of my garlic rub. I'll put my black garlic in here. I'm going to put my savory maple in here. And then we're going to snap in our everything bagel and stick this back in here. Put my ranch over her. Okay, so I guess we're just going to, that's new. I don't like to run out of 3 onion, y'all. It is the best seasoning ever. So we're going to give it some shakes. We're going to give it some beatings, and then we're going to give it some shakes. Because onion should go great with tortilla soup. I get excited about this because it's so good. Okay, so legit, we'll put this on here, but before I start it, I turn it on, I move it to sauce, and then I let it go until it hits 176, in which case it tells me to do add-ins. And since it's dairy and they scorch a little easier, I don't do the add-ins. I take it off when it gets to that heat. And I'm gonna pour it into my soup, and we're probably gonna eat it with chips, tortilla chips, regular roll chips. We have tortillas, depending upon how thick it makes it. It's gonna be delicious. Tune in Tuesday. So I just wanted to get on. I don't usually do any sort of live on Tuesdays because Pampered Chef does live on Tuesdays. It's at 7 p.m. There'll be a link in the description for you. Also, word for the live can be cheese. So message me the word cheese since we're making cheese sauce. And I will enter you into this month's giveaway. But for Tune In Tuesday, you may also be able to enter in for a giveaway. So I was trying to make sure this is short. I also try to do quick dinners on Tuesdays so that I can truly tune in, because I learn things from them too. How to use the products, how some of these are lids. Like the screw-on part of it has a line, and one of the lines I believe is 1 tablespoon, and 2 lines is 2 tablespoons. It's something like that. I need to read up on again, but they mentioned it, so you loosely use that as a measurement sometimes. So I always learn the things, but they've been doing giveaways, and sometimes they do promo codes. So be sure you hit the link and sign up for the Zoom to be Tune In Tuesday. You can ask questions. It's at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Next up, remember to message me the word cheese, or if you're in the White House Food community, there's also a link for both to message me and to join the community if you're not watching from there, and you can drop the word cheese in the stream there. I think that's it for today. I will post an update or a picture to our delicious dinner, cheesy tortilla soup because of the cheese sauce, and then I'll let you go. I'll go ahead and hit the button. It's going to start cooking it up. So it'll blend, and it does like this almost pulsing blend as it heats it up. I do usually, so if I'm gonna do 6 ounces of cheese to about 3 to 3.5 ounces of milk, sometimes I'll do 4 ounces of a white American and 1 to 2 ounces depending upon, like a 3 to 1 or 4 to 1 of the flavored cheese. I'm a pansy, so I would only do a little bit of pepper jack. But if I'm doing like a roasted garlic cheese or any other cheese with other flavors, I like to do a 3 or 4 to 1. So I might do 4 ounces of white American and 2 ounces of roasted garlic, which would give you a delicious cheese sauce as well, depending upon what flavors you would like. If you're going to add any sort of tomatoey goodness or green chilies, then you'll want to back down your milk content so it's not too liquidy. Okay, that's pretty much it. Pretty easy measurements. You hit the sauce button, you can semi-walk away. Sometimes I do get the skinny scraper and scrape down the sides if I feel like there's a lot of unmelted cheese on the sides of the blender. But for the most part, it rocks and rolls. You can also do Alfredo sauce in there, and it is delicious, but I would probably let it sit for just a minute to thicken before serving, because it might be more like Alfredo soup, or add more cheese to thicken it up. Anyhow, I will let you go for real. Can you tell I love food and cheese? I do. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch